The music was loud, the lights flashing across the dance floor, and laughter echoing everywhere. I stood near the bar with a drink in hand, scanning the crowd until my eyes found her, my wife, Emma. For a second, my chest warmed, expecting her to glance back at me, to smile that private smile meant only for us. But she didn't. She was locked in another man's arms, swaying slowly as if no one else existed. It wasn't just a dance. It was the way her head rested on his shoulder, the way her lips curved in a soft smile I hadn't seen in weeks. That smile used to belong to me. My first instinct was anger, raw and hot, clenching my fists until the glass threatened to shatter. But behind the anger came something worse: hurt, humiliation, betrayal. We had walked into this party together, hand in hand, and yet here I was, standing alone, invisible to the woman I had built my life with. I felt the weight of eyes around me, real or imagined, as if the whole room knew I was a fool. Memories flooded me: the promises we'd made, the nights we whispered into the dark, the mornings she'd kiss me half asleep before work. All of it seemed to mock me now, flashing like broken glass into the party lights. I wanted to storm onto the dance floor, to rip her away from him, to demand answers. But pride rooted me in place. Dignity, thin and fragile, was all I had left in that moment. Without a word, I set my drink down and walked out into the cold night. The laughter and music faded behind me, replaced by the quiet sting of winter air. My heart pounded as if trying to break free of my chest. And for the first time in years, I wondered if this was the end. The night air hit me harder than I expected, sharp and biting, as if the world itself wanted to remind me I was alive, despite feeling gutted inside. I leaned against the cold metal of my car, my breath fogging in the darkness, trying to steady myself. Behind the walls of that house, laughter still spilled out, muffled but cruel. She was in there, in his arms, while I stood alone on the curb, like some abandoned stranger. I thought about all the years we had shared, 10, to be exact, 10 years of birthdays, quiet Sunday mornings, silly inside jokes no one else would understand. I had believed those years made us unshakable. Maybe that was my mistake, confusing comfort with strength, mistaking routine for devotion. I had stopped questioning, stopped looking too closely, and now I wondered if I had been blind all along. The street was nearly empty, only a few cars lined up under the dim glow of street lamps. Their silence pressed against me, forcing me to sit with the truth. She had chosen someone else tonight, whether it was for one song or something deeper, and that choice broke something sacred. Part of me wanted to drive away and never look back, to pack up, leave the house we'd filled with photos and furniture, and let her wonder why she came home to empty rooms. The thought carried both satisfaction and grief, twisting like a knife, because even as the anger burned hot, love still lingered beneath the ashes, love I didn't know what to do with anymore. My hands shook as I fumbled for my keys, ready to end it all, not just the night, but the marriage that once defined me. I couldn't stay where I wasn't wanted. I couldn't keep pretending we were unbreakable when she had shown me how fragile we really were. I slid the key into the door, ready to escape before the weight of memory pulled me back. But then I heard it, her voice, sharp and desperate, slicing through the night. "Wait, please. Don't go." I froze, my hand trembling on the car door handle. She came running out of the house, heels clicking against the pavement, her breath visible in the cold. Her dress shimmered under the street light, but her face was streaked with panic. She looked nothing like the carefree woman I had just seen pressed against another man. "Please," she gasped, clutching her chest as if her heart might burst. "It's not what you think." The words scraped against my raw anger. "Not what I think." I had seen her smile, seen her lean into him like I didn't exist. My rage surged, but beneath it was something I hated even more: hesitation. Because I wanted to believe her. I wanted to believe the woman I loved wasn't capable of destroying me so carelessly. Her hands shook as she reached for me, but I didn't let her touch me. "Not yet. You humiliated me," I said, my voice low, shaking, in front of everyone. Her eyes filled with tears, spilling fast. "It was a mistake. I wasn't thinking. Please don't leave, I swear." It wasn't what it looked like. The street was quiet, only her sobs and my ragged breathing filling the void. I should have gotten into the car, slammed the door, and driven away, but I didn't. Her panic rooted me to the spot. I didn't forgive her. I didn't trust her, but I couldn't move, either. Not when the woman who had been my entire world was falling apart right in front of me. We stood by the car, the street lamp casting a pale circle around us like some cruel spotlight. Her breath came in quick, uneven bursts, fogging the air between us. Mine was steadier, but only because anger held it down like a stone. "Tell me," I said finally, my voice wry. "What the hell were you thinking?" Her lips trembled as she tried to answer. It was just a dance. With an old friend. That's all. Just a dance. The words spat out of me before I could stop them. You call that nothing? Your head on his shoulder. That smile. You think I haven't noticed when you stopped smiling at me? Her face crumpled, and she shook her head hard. No, it wasn't like that. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I swear, I wasn't. But her tone wavered, thin as glass about to shatter. I saw it then, not confidence, not indifference, but fear. She knew what I had seen. She knew the damage it carried. My chest ached with humiliation. The image of her in his arms burning into me like a brand. Yet, as I looked at her now, eyes wide, hands shaking, tears clinging to her lashes, I couldn't ignore the remorse spilling from her. I stood there like an idiot. I said bitterly, "While you made me a fool in front of everyone." Her tears broke free then, tracing down her cheeks. "I know," she whispered, voice cracking. "And I hate myself for it." Silence fell again. Heavier than before. For the first time that night, I let her words in. But I didn't let them heal. Not yet.